Hello. So I sat down and I thought, let me just do some work not filming. And I did a tiny bit on my signatures. And then I thought, you really got to start thinking about what you're going to do with the cover. So I'll just show you one thing. I got this mixed in with my paperwork at that one estate sale where I got all the music. And so I played around with it. I did some I took a crayon and did a rubbing. Because I was thinking, well, what if I had like, a little buckle look here, right? I thought, well, that would look pretty cool with paper or something. Now, I don't really know what's going to stick to this. So then I thought, well, it's going to be moving a lot and whatever. So I thought, well, what about fabric? I love this fabric. So I'm thinking red and green Christmas is out in my head. Any of these would be great. You guys know I love my bird burlap. I have this blue. I'm thinking maybe not what I want. And then this is more of this bird stuff, but you see the berries aren't red. So I'm thinking, nope. So I was kind of had in my head, like, what if I had almost like a masterboard patchwork fabric something on at least part of it. So that's what I'm going to be trying to figure out today. So I'm leaning towards this one and this one. And what I'm thinking is maybe rather than cover the cover entirely, what if I was to just make a band that slipped over it? Would that be... I like this, but I feel like it's a little dull. Like, I don't know. And I like this because it's bright, but to me it's kind of formal. So let's just take a look at what this would look like if I did this. It would be skinnier than this, but okay, wait. I might just do that. Maybe a little Velcro. Or buttons. So I have this one, and what if I do it to here? So let me cut it here, and that'll give me some room to hem it. And then let me make sure it's going to fit. Okay. So that's going to be the first thing, is to just cut it on this brown line. Or yep. Okay, so now we'll take a look at it. going to be like this. Now the other thing that I can do is, if I bring this around and do a little slot to relieve that snap, so it'll be like this, right? And it'll still snap. In theory. Maybe I'll just do that. All right, I think that's what I'm going to do. That'll cover this up. I'll probably tack it in a few spaces, a few spots. Yeah, I like that. I don't know. All right. I'm going to do that. I'm not geared up to do it this minute, so maybe I'll just do little cards and stuff. Done, done. This is as done as it's gonna be. Although I could put, you know, some paper in there. I've misplaced my staple, but that's, I want to do this as a little booklet, a little bound booklet. Oh, and I did this. This is a seed packet, and I left it as is. And I glued it on two sides. So it's a pocket, but it's a tuck. Let me show you. Let me show you. And a pocket, obviously. And I just kind of left it as is. It's sugar snap peas, and I was going to have that facing front, but I didn't. Okay. Somewhere I do have a little folio of tags that I've made. Tags and stuff. Let's see if I have anything in here that's made by me. Let's see. I have that little frame. It's as wide as the page. I have to find a page that's wide enough. There we go. I'll put a picture in there. Let's see what else. There's something that I could jazz up. This too. Two of those. Woohoo! 2 tags. There's some tickets. I'll tell you what, I haven't done any musical stuff in here, I don't think. Alright, so why don't we find... Well, maybe we'll just jazz these up. Okay, 2 tags. They've got just the magazine thing on the back, so I'm going to have to do something with that. So, what about this? I'm going to glue them on and then rip them. So. Or cut them. I don't know. There we go. Okay, I'll do some string. This has got a little red. I'll do red. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Why do I always do this backwards? Always. So I have to go out in a little while and pick some blueberries because we've got blueberry abundance right now. And if I don't pick them, they're going to go to waste. I still have ones that are frozen from last year, so we're going to dig that out. Make something out of them. Maybe some wine. All right, now. Let's get some images on here. I was thinking I had that black and white, those black and white pictures of that one lady from the school, and I was thinking that's kind of like out in left field. Like there's no other black and white there.
I'm just gonna take him out.
Okay, I'll meet you around the back. I take the dog out too. Instead I'm playing. Okay, let's see. That's a nice. Oh dear me. A lot of these people are kind of facing away. Go through him. I love this one. They're doing a play. They're doing Sabrina Fair, which happens to be the movie Sabrina with Humphrey Bogart. Happens to be a favorite in our house. I think maybe I'll just do him. Him with the doorway. Pretty good set designer. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I went off and did some things, and then I finished these up. So this is the one guy, and I paired him with this guy. I might have to tack a little glue on here so it doesn't go anywhere. I thought these would be good for in here. They're kind of complementary. Okay. Now I have this, this had that angel head, you know, that I made the Mother Nature with. It's a tag. I thought that would look great with the word dream on it. Fell on the floor, got stepped on, lost it for a while. Got like little cement imprints, I guess. Okay, and then how about, oh, I like this, is I'm guessing owl's feathers. And I also don't think, this is not centered, so I think I'm going to center it. And I also think I'm probably going to use it something to do with this last one, since it's got the sky. Let me get it evened up. Let's see. That's more even. That's just more even. Okay. Maybe I'll cover this stuff up with this. Let's see, so I'm washing the dog's bedding. We're going to give him a bath. Then I'm going to have to wash more bedding. I'm trying to wash his bedding while it's hot so that it can all dry outside. I picked blueberries. My husband's making blueberry wine, which we had some blueberries still from last year. And so I went out and picked a little bit more. We've never done it before, but he likes playing around with that stuff. And we'll see. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. So it kind of pops out of there. So I'm thinking that this is probably just going to be snippets. We're home today doing chores and tasks and all right. I'm thinking I want something here because there's holes in it. Those were holes where elastic, you know, held the product in onto the tag. Maybe we'll do this. Maybe. Okay. I'm soaking my little tip for this glue. So probably ultimately I'm using a little more than I should because it's not on there. Okay, now dream. Dream. And I met you. Okay, that works. Now, here's the question. Do you do it like that? I kind of do it as if you were reading it top to bottom. I'm going to get rid of that little curly Q from another word. Oh, okay, I'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. And let's see, maybe we'll use a little of this for the pull tab. It's kind of a nice, similar color. I kind of did it so that I can attach it to itself. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, gonna have to let that sit a minute. All right, I'll probably do a little more later. Let me see if I have something here. I'll do that. Why not? Why not, I say. And maybe a little beanie one over here. And this one looks like owl feathers. Yep. Okay, see you in a bit.